can perhaps start by saying I work for the West Flanders Intermunicipal Association. We work for 54 municipalities in the province of West Flanders, and our main task is to develop business parks. We also do some housing projects for the municipalities. We help them with spatial planning, with mobility, with legislation concerning environment and nature. So that's really our tasks. And within our core business, the business park development, we came with the idea of the answers to the carbon economy project. So Hastings, Ian, asked me to do this first presentation, the presentation about the overview of our project, because the idea generated in West Flanders. It was our organization with Ghent University who had the idea, find partners, and found Hastings Borough Council so nice to be the lead partner for this project, for which I would like to thank you once again. So in my presentation, I will give you an overview. So I will start with some facts and figures, also how the partnership looks like, why we want to do the answers to the carbon economy project, tell you a little about the project aim, also the outputs we want to achieve, how we are going to achieve this, and the different partner projects. I try to do that in 25 minutes. So ACE, Answers to the Carbon Economy, is a Interreg for a cross-border 2Cs program project. You always see the logo. That's something we have to do. We have to, how would I say, make publicity for the project, for the program, because we do get 50% funding from them. We have our project in the priority about promoting and developing a safe and healthy environment. And there we could choose some objectives, and one of that objectives is stimulate energy efficiency and development of renewable energies. The project lifetime started the 1st of August 2009, and you will see later on in my presentation why it started so early, because the project really got approved last year in May, if I remember well. So, and it runs until the 30th of June 2014. With 6 partners, we have a budget of 4.1 million euro, of which we get 50% funding from Europe. The Belgian partners, the Flemish partners, also get funding from the Flemish government. So we had a long project development phase. My director, he's also here, yesterday talked about how long I have been working on this project, and I have to say I started in 2007, so it got approved last year, so it took me 4 years to have a real good partnership and a good project, but I'm very sure we will achieve good results now. We had partners coming in, partners leaving, like Communauté Urbaine de Dunkerque was a partner. They're not a formal partner anymore, but they support the French partner Ecopol. So they're still involved in some way. We have another intermunicipal association in West Flanders, Leiden, who wanted to be here, but due to resources they couldn't do it anymore. And quite some others. We had new partners coming in, like the city of Ghent. So eventually we ended up with a partnership with Hastings Borough Council as the lead partner, then Ecopol in Dunkirk, who's very much interested in industrial ecology, ourselves, the West Flanders Intermunicipal Association, in Dutch it's West Vlaamse Intercommunale, the city of Ghent, Ghent University, and then East Sussex Energy and Infrastructure and Development Limited. I'm forgetting my presentation. So why do we have this answers to the carbon economy? Our initial idea from the West Flanders Intermunicipal Association was we want to do something with the greening of business parks. And there was also Flemish legislation. We can get subsidies from the Flemish government to develop business parks, but they had some extra rule to have this, to to get this funding. So we had to make our business park carbon neutral concerning electricity. And that's how the whole idea came about in our place. So we wanted to focus on green business development, renewable energy and efficient energy use, and also contribute to economic growth and employment. The main aims that we came with the whole partnership is green business development, create economic growth and employment, diversifying the economy, building the capacity to adapt to climate change but also to economic change, and also take into account the EU carbon reduction targets. The main product we will achieve with answers to the carbon economy is, for the moment, the working title is a manual. So we want to make a guide for business park developers on how to develop a carbon neutral industrial estate or business park. And we take into account 3 levels. And you will see also these 3 levels this afternoon in the workshop. So the first level is the building level. There are also the business-to-business relations between businesses on a business park. And then we also look into a complete industrial estate and its relation towards the surrounding environment. At the same time, we also want to look in the different stages of the development of a business park. So we have the design phase, we have the development phase, the selling, leasing or renting phase, and also the management once everything is in place. This guide will be made upon all the experiences and pilot projects of the different partners, so everyone will contribute to this. But it's in fact Ghent University who will hold the pen, who will do the writing. We have 3 main activities in answers to the carbon economy. So we focus on building level, business-to-business relations, and business park level. For the business buildings, we look into, well, I put renovation, but I think it's refurbishment in good English. Refurbishment and new to build premises. So for that we're really focusing on a building and on the business and business leaders who are in that building. So we want to apply low carbon technical solutions, install renewable energy sources. We also look into different legal and financial models, because financially it's perhaps for business not always directly interesting to do these things. So we want to have some incentives for them to do this. And also look into how can we support the businesses in doing this. Another aspect is we can't do everything for them as business park developers, so we want to raise awareness with the different business leaders. The second level is the business-to-business relations, and there we have our partner Ecopal, who's really into this. So we want to reduce resource consumption and also waste generation, facilitate informal trading links and promote and integrate industrial ecology. So this level is really about cooperation between different businesses on the same business park. Then we have the third level, the business parks, where we want to stimulate eco-business and eco-innovation. So we want to attract ecological businesses. They don't have to have a product in that ecological sector, but also wanting to be more ecological and wanting to use it in their branding. That's also the businesses we would like to attract. We also use energy management and business park management. So at the West Vlaanderen Municipal Association, once a business park is ready, we also do the management of it. Management is like organizing the security for the different businesses, also organizing the maintenance of the green spaces. So energy management would be an additional management level into this business park management. We also want to investigate the possibility of collective renewable energy production for the businesses on the site. Like if you put a wind turbine on the site, in most cases it's the business who has the wind turbine who has all the benefits, and the others perhaps have more or less the disadvantages of it. So we would like to look into, if we put a wind turbine on a business park, how can this be to the advantage of all the businesses on that same business park? And then in the design phase, we also want to look here, how do we integrate this carbon neutrality really in when we make our plans for the business park. Now, I would give perhaps what I said about the different levels. It can also help you with choosing the workshop of the afternoon. So the building level is really, you look at one building and the business leaders. Business to business is the relations between different businesses and how they, for instance, heat exchange is one of the things you can do, or the waste from one can be an opportunity for another. So that's really the trading, the links between the businesses. And the business park, there we look at the whole level of one business park and the relation with the surroundings. The different partners projects. So Hastings Borough Council has really a pilot project about the refurbishment of an existing building. They're very much interested in green leasing conditions, and awareness raising with business leaders is also of big interest. It's very short. If you want to have more information, perhaps you go each time to each partner and ask them more in detail how it is, what their project completely is about. So Ecopol has a pilot project to develop an energy focal point for businesses wanting to reduce their carbon footprint. That's really a place where businesses can go to when they want to reduce their carbon footprint. They can get information, or Ecopol can put them in contact with other businesses who already have the experience. So it's for an exchange of experience and for information. They also want to investigate the potential of industrial ecology in 250 businesses in the 2Cs area. So most of it is in Dunkirk, but they also will investigate in our region and in the UK region how they can help businesses with industrial ecology. And they also want to develop an instrument for education and communication about industrial ecology to make it better known for the businesses and for people who are interested in industrial ecology. Ourselves. So as I said, we want to integrate energy management in business park management. We want to develop green selling conditions. Also an information and monitoring platform. As I said, that Flemish legislation obliges us to monitor the different businesses, whether they are carbon neutral or not. So we really need this monitoring platform to have a control system. And we would use it also as an information point where they can find how they can achieve this carbon. We also developed a business plan for the collective renewable energy production on business parks, so how can it be of benefit for all the businesses. And we have different pilot projects, but not physical projects. It's more like master planning of different business parks. And how we can integrate this industrial ecology principle. Stadhand, or the city of Ghent, are also interested in the development of green selling and renting conditions. You will see that comes for every partner. That's really something that should be looked into. It's not always that easy to integrate this. It's some kind of obligation you give to a business, but on the other hand, you also want to attract business to your business park. So we have to find a good, balance between strong conditions, but also attracting businesses. So that's very important. They also have the strategic master planning to achieve climate neutrality, and they want to do it by a bottom-up approach. So the city of Ghent is has signed a covenant of mayors, and by 2050 they have to achieve a very high level of climate neutrality, let's say. And they want to involve businesses from the first moment. So they are in constant contact with different big and small businesses to achieve these goals together. And their pilot projects are also about master planning for development of low-carbon business parks and integrating this with ecology. Ghent University, they are going to develop this manual I already mentioned to you. They have a pilot project about energy management in a incubator they have on the Greenbridge Business Park in Ostend. They also study energy models to create a model. They will look into different models to see which one can be applied, or perhaps put different things together to have an energy model really focused on business parks. And another PhD student will investigate the possibilities of microgrids. And then last but not least, we have East Sussex Energy Infrastructure and Development Limited. They want to develop concepts for the next phases of the... Oh, yeah, I'm too far. They want to develop concepts for the next phases of the Enviro21 innovation parks, well, here in Hastings, of course, focusing on energy, infrastructure and design, and they focus on building and business park level there. And they also want to organize events for local businesses in the low carbon sector or the businesses that wish to reduce their carbon footprint. Then, I should go back, but as I already said, this project is funded by the 2C's European program, cross-border program, by the Flemish government. And I want to thank you for your attention, and I would advise you to look at that website. That's our ACE website, and you find, well, all kinds of information about our project there.